He had to be there. Mike, you have intro.
I know. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Hunt, the fastest podcast in the West. Tonight's crew is Dave Packard, hot as fuck. Sam Alexander, now a hot lesbian. Well, half right. Vince H continues to exist. And I am Mike Gonsalves, perpetuator of mass casualties. Tonight around the campfire, we have, how do you prefer your beef jerky?
Raw and wiggling.
Mooing.
Easy there, Gollum.
Ever
First
since
of all,
my wife pointed out that Andy Serkis was Gollum, I can't look at Andy Serkis in any
how
like.
did you not know that?
Well, I did, but I was like,
That's like why he's famous.
Yeah.
so we saw Young Washington last week or the weekend before, and Young Washington, let me tell you, is a
Does he play
fantastic
General-
fucking movie.
Does
Yes,
start
he
playing
does.
General Braddock in that movie.
Yes, he does, and
Yeah,
he
fuck
does it exceptionally well. He plays it in such a manner that leads me to like his command was. It was just see the movie, you'll understand. But
I mean, I don't need.
she was like, I can't look at Andy Serkis without going precious. So the whole time he's got excellent command of his fire teams. She's going precious.
and you're like, shut up, lady! I'm trying to watch a movie.
You know, one of the things I found he did recently that I've been interested in, and I've listened through all of it. He did a what do you call it? So it's the Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis, but they did a not just a reading of it, a dramatization. That's it. They did a dramatization of the Screw Tape Letters, and Andy Serkis is Screw Tape. Which, if you don't know what the Screw Tape Letters are, I highly encourage you to go. If the most entertaining one is if you go on YouTube, they did Christian Doodle, where they like draw out what's going on this, what they're talking about. They did a version of it, and with that audio, and it's very entertaining.
Nice. He's an entertaining actor. One of my marks for a good actor has always been that, like, shitty actors, they're always themselves in every movie they portray, and they don't actually act. They just typecast themselves. Like Will Ferrell's one of those.
Seth
and like
Rogen.
and I get a lot of people love the
Adam Sandler.
typecast. Adam Sandler is one. I love Adam Sandler's roles,
Jim
though.
Carrey.
And I get, yeah. Okay, before Vince angers me.
Black pepper. That's how I like my beef jerky.
Tom Cruise.
Good actors, as you're watching the film, that they will draw you into the
Andy
story and
Baldwin.
make you forget that you're watching Andy Baldwin. They'll make you forget you're watching Jim Carrey.
Alec Baldwin.
And that's what I like about Andy
Billy
Serkis
Baldwin.
is he played General Braddock, and I yes, it was precious, but I was like,
Robert
damn,
Baldwin.
he's doing really well as General Braddock. Does that? I hope that makes sense.
No,
Good
that's
actors.
that's called acting, and some of
Yeah.
them aren't good at it.
Is that the problem? Is that so many of them are just so bad at it that I have to call it out to be specific? That
Seriously, they're just getting paid to be themselves, and they're who themselves
It turns
is
out they're
runs out
weirdos.
of.
in Adam
Yeah.
Sandler's defense, he started his own production company so he could do this. So I give him absolute massive credit just for
Look, okay,
starting
Adam
a company
Sandler.
so he could be himself. That's
Adam,
pretty. fucking
Adam
awesome.
Sandler is the exception. Like, he's actually entertaining at being himself. A lot of these people aren't, and they just keep
Right.
getting roles because why?
Institutional momentum.
Mm-hmm. And as the like Adam Sandler again, he's the exception because he continues to make new movies. But these same people like Will Ferrell's, never mind. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. So fuck it. Move on.
I did not hit her. I did not. Well,
If
hi,
the
Mom.
glove don't fit, you must acquit.
So anyway,
What are you
beef jerky.
quoting now?
I like beef jerky.
Look, it's got to be okay. It's got to be as dry as the Sahara Desert.
We should be able to shiv somebody. With,
Beef.
Like if you can't shiv a man with your piece of beef jerky, it's not dry enough.
And it's got to be spicy. It's got to be
How
like
spicy? Because like I like pepper jerky, but if we're throwing fucking cayenne pepper and shit on there, it's like yeah.
like okay,
Oh,
you go
like-
you go to the taco truck, and you speak Spanish to the guy, and you tell him you want muy caliente, but you want dry. And he go, okay, senor. And he bring out a box, and he open it up, and inside, in a velvet case, is one dried piece of meat. And it goes as he opens the lid. Like, that's what I want.
That's
Like,
too spicy. I'm out.
like-
I'm too white for that shit.
It sounds pretty good, but you guys are going to disown me. You're probably
you like
just
the
going to
spice
spice me
of
with.
garlic.
I love garlic, but I'm not.
Yeah,
a huge
mayo.
You think
Mayo.
garlic
Sorry.
spicy, don't you?
No, I love garlic though. Garlic's great.
I'm
It's-
talking to
it's-
Sam.
Oh, me?
Sam
Add
thinks
some
vodka's
garlic for some
spicy.
spice.
No, I fucking eat lots of garlic. I don't mind a bit of spicy, but there's a point where it's just why it's suffering for it. Oh, look, my mouth hurts for no damn good reason.
This is why Sam uses Aquafina, not Crest.
Spicy tooth, dude. That would be hilarious. Spicy toothpaste. Actually, I bet you'd
Dude, like
sell,
cinnamon toothpaste.
dude. You'd sell it to
Jalapeno
bros who
toothpaste.
just like. I bet I can. Ghost pepper toothpaste. Like, just.
We're getting jalapeno teeth.
Oh
I
my
regret
God.
this now.
I knew this is what I said. I wanted to
don't-
do a short episode. We made it 7 minutes. Bye, kids.
Hey, Sam. You know we were talking about the French fork. And
Yeah.
how you do this. Sometimes I like to do the opposite, where like you separate like this down here and this right here. I call it the townhouse.
For the
Uh,
audio
thi-
listener,
this-
what
this
Vince
is-
is doing is the equivalent of me stabbing my eyeball out.
I'm taking my beard and I'm like separating it from like right underneath my chin downward, and the rest goes up. And so this area right here, this is the first floor, and down here we have the basement
We don't go to the basement.
because it's the neck beard. Do you see?
It's
Yeah.
like an underweave.
That's the part of your beard you're supposed to shave.
I don't like this angle of Vince. Like, that part hasn't seen
If I
daylight.
grow it out, I can make it talk like I'm a duck.
Oh, it looks like you're growing it out then.
Vince needs a new beard now. It's got a quack in it.
Oh boy.
That makes
man.
me feel yucky.
Dusty in the chat asks if I saw his feeble attempt at the Kleckner challenge. I did. And what I meant to do was try to double check what the details of the Kleckner challenge were, and then I got distracted.
2 shots standing, 2 shots kneeling, 2 shots prone, unsupported at 100 yards on steel. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be steel, but it's an 8-inch target. So
don't-
if you can do the shots and put them in paper and then show your paper, cool. But
Papier?
steel's odd. Steel's easy. So
Yeah, and you can't miss. That's the problem. You have 1 minute.
yep, in 1 minute.
Oh.
Shave not fair enough.
But no, peppered beef jerky, nice and dry, to where you can break a piece off of that and gouge out somebody's eyeball. Yeah. Y'all ever had pemmican? Let's talk about pemmican years ago.
Yeah, we did.
I've wanted to experiment with it, but I never have.
So
Dude,
I did one
like
time.
Ghost
I made-
pepper pemmican. That'd be
No.
okay.
I've made it like legit pemmican. Well, first of all, you should not attempt to make pemmican using pork lard. It doesn't work the same at all. Hey, I couldn't get my hands on tallow, so I was trying to experiment, just trying to mess around. But no, this years ago I made a block of it, and I did. You render down beef tallow and the suet and the little tallow and powder. You did 50-50 with that, with really dry, like dry out the meat, and then dry it out some more, and then I think I ran it through a coffee grinder. Yeah, you a coffee grinder, because you need to get it like really broken down to where it's like almost like it's freaking like the snuff, like the beef
Like
jerky snuff
pounded.
shit.
Oh yeah. That stuff. something else.
Yep. So you eat it like that, and then you do 50-50 ratio, and then I put dried cranberries in it. And it was pretty yummy. It does leave like a waxy kind of coating in your mouth because just the sheer amount of freaking fat you're eating. But other than that, it's pretty good.
I'd love to shoot a bear and use bear fat for that. I wonder if bear fat would work. Though there's a better use for that pork tallow.
Mhm.
You need to start making like hand lotion, and selling it, and just call it haram, and that way every doorknob you touch in your city, like, is haram.
Oh, you've had too much time to think on your hands.
Well,
So
maybe.
speaking of time to think, you'll have lots of time tomorrow because 3 out of 4 of us are driving to goals in frickin' Iowa.
Going to be 75% of LGH.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I've
That's
been
more
checking.
LGH. That's more LGH than the doctor prescribed.
Numerically, three
The
quarters.
correct amount to prescribe is 0.
Numerically, 3/4. By mass, maybe 2/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's
Um,
pretty fair. I'm pretty confidently 2 Vinces.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. 3/5. We'll call it that.
That'll do. I'll be 3/5. I like that one.
The amount that matters.
Like I got a Vince here and a Vince here.
So we at goals over the weekend. We went into that a bit last week, so I'm not going to repound that pavement. But no, the event. I'm leaving on Saturday, probably halfway through the public open day, just because I've got a book at home. But if you are at goals and you're listening to this, well, if you're at goals now, you're probably trespassing because they're not open yet.
Sorry.
But if you're listening live, which means, wow, I should have did this spiel last week. Good thing we did talk about goals last week. Well, if you're listening live, because if you're listening to this when it gets published, you're a week late. If you don't know what we look like, you're listening live. Look at your fucking computer screen. We'll be at goals. If you find us, we will stick stickers to your body.
You could publish it tonight.
No, because then I'll skip 2 weeks for publishing and I'll be even further off.
You could just publish tonight.
No, we always
on that
remember
schedule.
we
Is that too much?
We liked doing the week after the fact so that, we weren't like, I'm leaving home. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
literally
Yeah,
the next day I was gone
That's
from
valid.
home. Yeah.
I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah, we'll be there. I've been looking at the weather because it's going to be like 15 degrees cooler there than
Wait.
it is here.
It's supposed to be, I mean, you say that. I'm looking at the weather there going, fuck, it looks hot.
Oh,
And the humidity is going to be 60%. I'm like, duh, no.
Dude, 60%.
Ooh.
You're killing me.
No, the humidity is going to kill me.
United Arab Emirates, 140 degrees,
Look,
100%
sir, it's
humidity on the flight line. Nothing will ever come that close again, and therefore nothing.
Sir,
It's all about perspective, sir.
Sir, it's not our fault you made certain life choices that got you sent to United Arab Emirates.
We were
it's not my
talking about
fault they forced me into the military. Otherwise, I was going to jail.
Me and a buddy were talking about this. He
You're
was in
that old? Holy
Qatar,
shit.
and he dealt with the same thing because he was in the Air Force, and he refueled fighter jets and whatever, and
Oh fuck!
attack helicopters. Yeah, no, it's gonna be much nicer there. I went for a run yesterday. It was 102, and there was a heat index of about 110. Only reason I did it was because I was running to a pool and immediately jumping in it.
You're like, oh, good. I can
Did your
conquer
body
heat
go into
stroke.
shock?
I was like, oh, and then I got a cramp in the pool and almost
Now
drowned.
Vince is inverted.
But yeah, so it's gonna be nice up there by my standards because it's gonna be well over 100 here the entire time I'm gone. And the other night, the low was 89.
No, see, this is why I live here and why I want to go further north to get away from this shit.
I slept in a tent It was 85 degrees all night.
We
Fuck
broke
that.
a record on Sunday. It was 109 here.
Oh, fuck.
It was 111 in Lamar. And a week ago, the state record got broken at John Martin, which is like an hour that way from me, of 115.
God damn, dude.
No.
Yeah.
At least it's dry here. Oh crap! I sound like an Arizona. At least it's a dry heat.
No,
Is it hot enough?
my
for you? No, I like
sunglasses
to
got
rolling
hot
around
on
the
my
back of head.
face.
So
Dude,
so
that's
this
rough.
the heat was the theme at the run and gun this last weekend, because we had 18 of 88 teams drop out during the event. Actually, a lot of them were at my stage on Saturday, because I was working stage 4, which stage 4 happened to be the stage you got to right after you ran the 2 miles in between the two properties that we do the event on. So a lot of guys show up and like, we're done. Yeah, like, okay, we'll call you a transport, get you out of here. And some guys were like bad and then shot our stage, and then we'd hear on the radio like stage 5 going, "Hey guys, we need a transport at stage 5. We got guys tapping out." And I only heard the medics actually being called once. So that's not bad for that kind of day.
Gross.
Honestly, the Friday, so I'm just gonna go ahead and launch into this because I got
You may as
segued.
well.
Friday was RO day to run, and my teammate was my 11-year-old son, and
Nice.
so we'd been training, we'd been doing stuff, got everything worked out.
What was your team name?
Holly Jolly.
Nice.
Anyway, we got out there, and Friday actually turned out to be really nice because we got a morning run time. We stepped off at 9:17 in the morning, and I don't think it got above 85 really on Friday. It was 100 on Saturday, but it didn't get above 85 all day on Friday. So we got a nice run. We got up to stage 1, which was the long range stage, actually shooting from the top of the burial mound at Burial Mound Shooting Center in Pawnee, Oklahoma. And things went kind of okay. They didn't tell us, so you had to shoot from the top of a barrel, and they didn't tell us that one of them was unstable. And so I accidentally sent my son to that one. So he was having trouble on that stage. But we got through part of it. He hit, 3 targets out of the required 6, and none of them at the 400-yard mark, which we both had to shoot. And I think that flustered him because he was expecting to do better because he'd been doing really good. And so we get down to stage 2, and it's all pistol. And he gets out there and freaks out, basically. Not like freak out, but he gets out there and tries to John Wick, like he's shooting way too fast. He's not hitting his target, and he's like I can tell he's having difficulties, right? And so I shoot. The way the stage worked, I shoot, and then he runs up and he shoots. Then we switch, and I run up and shoot, and then he runs up and shoots, right? But it's all pistol, and so I'm trying to coach him through it, but I think me just yelling at him didn't help any either, because I'm yelling at him like, slow down, front sight, focus on your front sight, and he hit, whenever he did what I would tell him to do, he hit 5 or 6 targets. He didn't hit nothing. It was just he didn't do as well as he thought he was going to do.
Yeah, starts
And
getting in his own head.
Yeah, and so he's also, I could tell he's not breathing too, because I notice he starts out with the gun pressed out like it's supposed to, but it slowly starts sneaking back towards him. So he's standing there with his arms bent like this, trying to shoot, like extend your arms, like, and so the start kind of, man, I felt bad because he was upset, and I could have handled it, better during the stage, but
Yeah.
we got done with that. We took a minute, we calmed down, we kept going on our run. We, had a couple of obstacles to go through, so his mind was on something else, and we finally got up to stage 3, and we ended up completing stage 3. We had no penalties on stage 3, because on all of these stages you have high value targets. You have an HVT where you have to drop the mag and then fire the round that's in the chamber for safety reasons. But we got to stage 3 and we didn't miss any of our HVTs, and we completed that stage clean, no penalties. So we got things back on track there. And so after that, he started having a good time. Right after stage 3 was a 2-mile run, which sucked, even though it was nice and cool. Then we got down into the woods on the other property, and there was ticks everywhere. We got done, we were covered in seed ticks. It was awful.
Oof.
Yeah. I may be allergic to red meat soon.
Oh no.
Yeah, it happens.
No, it doesn't. That's the fucking problem.
Well, it
Continue
happens
before I
now.
rant.
I don't have.
If that happens, we're gonna have to have. We're going to replace you. I'm sorry, we can't have any vegans here.
If I fish with a gun, can I stay?
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yes.
All right. Got over to stage 4. We didn't complete stage 4 because actually I had a problem because I'm out there shooting Rhodesian high power, and we might have gotten further along, but both my pistol shooting and my son's didn't do too great because it was a rifle and pistol stage. I got up there and I go to shoot and realize that optic is just full of dirt and sweat because it's been sitting on my side and I've just been dripping into it the entire run over. And it was, in fact, moist.
Did you smell it?
Moist.
So I'm in the middle of the stage trying to clean it out, and so I'm basically seeing just like bloom through it, and that's it, like just refracted light. And then if I would get the dot like up into the edge around the corner, and I could see it, so I was having to do that. I'm starting to think like enclosed emitters on everything is the way to go, especially for that. Either that, I need to get a holster that covers the optic if I'm going to keep using a non-enclosed. This was the Gideon Judge XL, and I ran that. So I worked that stage the next day, and we had multiple people come through who had the same problem, had sweat down in their optic, and then had to clean it out on the clock, which sucks. But we didn't complete that stage. But we both got to shoot rifle and pistol on it. Like, we got some points. Like, we didn't just like sit there and dump all of our mags at the first portion of the stage, because you had to shoot 6 pistol targets, and then one person had to shoot 6 pistol targets. Then you all moved up to a car, and then the other person shot pistol, and then you both alternated shooting rifle. So,
from the man himself, how to fix your optic issues.
You spelled lick wrong. That's lick.
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 I
Yeah.
actually licked my microphone. It did not taste great.
Yeah, Bob teased the Valor.
Can you call it
Ah.
the Valor Normal?
I'm calling it the Valor Maxi.
Maxi.
But it's an RMR, so I'd have to like get an adapter plate or something. Anyway, but my son was happy with the his performance on that stage. So though it is, I discovered that it is a myth. Like, just shoot the gun, the gun and the slide reciprocating will throw all the moisture out of it. Like, no, it does not. That does not happen.
They lied to me.
We're into red dot FUD territory now. So yeah.
Well,
Moved
that's-
on from there, but
Oh, go ahead.
son was not upset. Moved to stage 5. Stage 5 was terrible. No one actually completed stage 5 the whole day. And the best shooters I know out there went and just did it again to see, and they shot it. Oh, all of the par times and all of these were 180 seconds. And the only guys to complete it that we know of were the guys who went and shot it later just to see, and they shot it in 157 seconds. So nobody in the competition actually finished that stage. And it was 4 rifle targets that you had to shoot each from 5 different positions, but you had to carry an 80-pound crate between you. Actually, it was 80 pounds worth of chain in a crate between you from spot to spot, and you had to do an HVT on each shooting spot. So you had to have an empty rifle while you moved. So you shoot 4, drop the mag, shoot any one of the targets again. Then your teammate did the same thing. Then you move the chain with the crate with the chain in it, and then you load your rifle and do it again, but your teammate can't load their rifle till you're done. So the stage design was really difficult on that one. Like, we did it and we had 32 failures to neutralize. And we timed out. And I was like, man, that wasn't great, but oh well. Turns out most people got between, 20 to 25 failures to neutralize on that one. So it was like, it was a rough stage. Montana Dirt Rose, this does not sound fun. This is type 2 fun. This is the fun you have later thinking about it. Like, man, that sucked. We did that though. And me and my son did that. So, he's 11 and he's, moving around stuff that, grown men are out there tapping out on. And that's my real type 2 fun for this one. And then we got to stage 6, which was titled, Gordy's Gone Man, I'll Be Outside. And
ouch.
You started off, shooter 2 was seated on a drag sled, and they had to put a tourniquet on the clock, and then you drag them behind a barricade, and they had to shoot pistol through the barricade while you retrieved their rifle. And then once they had shot their pistol targets, you had to shoot rifle, yell, "I'm out," and then they had to shoot rifle, yell, "I'm out," and then you had to shoot pistol, and then you were done. And we actually completed that stage without any penalties either. So we completed
Nice.
2 stages without penalties, which, that's, I don't know. Like, maybe my son could have been like John Wick and he'd been like suddenly better than me, and we just blow through all of this like it's nothing. But dang, man, we completed 2 stages without penalties and finished them. So I was like, you know what? Me and the 11-year-old, awesome.
That is fucking solid, dude.
And then, then it was hot the next day, and we just sit out there. And okay, so for stage 4 that I was on, the part where you shoot pistol and then you both run up to the car and shoot from the car. The ROs have to follow those people, and those people are running up there. I ran up there, and it's like 40 yards, 65 times on Saturday in the heat.
Oh, goddamn.
And some of these guys are just sprinting up there.
No spink you.
Yeah. And that's when I realized why I got put on that stage. Like, oh, Russ, you absolute jerk. This is why I'm here. I'm here because I'm here to do this.
I understand now.
That's what one of the things that was very amusing at Zombies was seeing Garth from AR-15 podcast.
Oh, Goth.
Garth is a very large man, and he does not, like, you would look at him and not expect him to move as quickly as he does. And there were a couple times I was watching him shoot at zombies, and the RO was like, oh, I don't got to pay attention to him. And
Zoom, there he goes.
like, Garth finishes up one thing and starts bolting this way, and the RO goes, like, has to take off after him.
Yeah.
It happened a couple of times. It was pretty funny.
Books can be deceiving. There's some
it's-
big guys who do this that are they're quick. They're quick too. But
It's
there's
so funny. As a fat man who's quite fast, it's pretty funny seeing the look on somebody's face when I start chasing them, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, he's gaining."
Anyway, I'll just skip to the end. We finished 40th out of 88 teams.
Nice.
We finished
Top 50.
we finished top half.
Yeah, top. That's what,
We ran 23rd overall out of
Damn.
everybody. And we were 50. We were 48 shooting. And so if 18 teams drop, that means the rest completed. So out of 70 teams, we actually outshot 20 teams of what I assume are adults, because there was actually a parent-child division. We finished 4th out of 11 in the parent-child division.
good for you.
And I know for a fact that 2 of the ones that finished in front of us were both adults, like grown child.
Were they not supposed to be grown children?
I don't know, but
Were there stipulations, or was it
I
assumed?
don't think they listed any stipulations on that, but yeah. And then our names got called. They drew our names out of the hat for the prize table, and there really wasn't much left by the time we got there. I grabbed this. It's a little like admin pouch that's got. It actually fits my 22 mags in there pretty well. So,
Nice.
and he grabbed a cooler, like just an igloo cooler that they had up there. He's like, "I want the cooler, Dad." Like, then get the cooler. Like, whatever.
He's gonna fill it full of vegetables.
Actually, he's like, "I'm gonna give this to my mom for her birthday." It's like, oh,
Sweet kid.
yeah.
Mom's gonna be like, "What the hell am I gonna do with another cooler?"
I don't know. I have my control over him is running out.
Fair enough.
But that was the weekend. We got to go out there and sleep in the tent for a couple of nights, and he talked constantly. And part of the fun was we were out there, and the stage we got put on. Our help on that stage was another guy and his son, and the guy, experienced RO, experienced run and gunner, and his son has actually done a couple of run and guns. He shot on Friday. They did the event together too. So we had those two got to play around the whole time, and we gave them tasks to do, and what's interesting, and this is kind of fun, because it doesn't matter if you're 11, if you're an RO, what you say goes.
Yeah.
And we tell people that, like, and we told the kids that, like, what you say goes. If you tell a competitor to do this and they don't do it, you can DNF them. You can kick them off the stage if you want, but it better be for a good reason. But
Yeah,
you
don't
know,
just abuse your power and be a douchebag about it. You can't say that
but
to a
you know,
kid, but
don't take grief from people, and you know. But you know, we had them checking firearms as they came in because you have to show a clear rifle at every stage, and so we had them checking rifles, telling guys, you know, once you have a clear firearm, to start wait time if there's someone else running the stage at the moment. But and they got to see the whole thing, like how it works, how it runs, and this was his first time out. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do another one where he doesn't at least go along and watch, you know,
Yeah.
if nothing else. Like, I don't get to do this by myself anymore. But, you know, that's a good thing.
I have been, you know, when I do the night matches at my local range, Ella joining me for those has been wonderful, and I keep trying. Like, she's happy to tape. She's happy to tape targets. She's happy to tape people. There have been several times where one of the guys, and it's different people every time, but one of the guys that I shoot with will inevitably end up covered in hundreds of little target pasters because she can't stop taping people. So I'm really hoping that her love of taping people turns into a love of, hey, you know what? Shooting and doing these events is kind of fun too. Like, I like this. So that's the dream, man. That's awesome that you're out there living the dream, and you're not going to be able to do it alone again. That's really cool.
Though I think next time, you know, winter is the next one I'll be doing is going to be in January. I don't think he's going to get to shoot that one because it's an individual event, but I'm going to make him run with me, and I'm going to have my own cameraman.
He can be your gun monkey.
Nah, that's cheating.
Oh no, you're a powder monkey. There you go.
Nah,
he can carry the ammo.
Cheating. That's cheating.
No, it's not.
I did carry
Kids
his
are 4.
Dude, I carried his gun on the long portion of the run. So in between stage 3 and stage 4, it was 2.5, maybe 2 3/4 miles or so, somewhere in there. And so I just grabbed his rifle and slung it across my front, and had the other one slung on my back. We tested it that way, and whenever I went and weighed myself, I was carrying like 45 pounds worth of gear at that point. Like, with the full load, with the 2 guns and all the water that I had with me, like 45 pounds.
Fuck.
He's a big boy.
Like,
That's way worse.
like, is this what fat people feel like? Gosh.
Yes,
This
every day.
is awful. No wonder people don't move when they weigh this much.
Nice.
But that still only put me at like 185. So
this fucking guy. Well, since we're on the subject of kids, I found my daughter a deer yesterday.
yeah,
Still alive?
As of this moment, hopefully we'll make it through, but she doesn't hunt till December. But yeah, pretty respectable little 4x5. I mean, not super huge, not anything grand or wonderful. She's not shooting elk-sized deer her first buck. So I told her that. I'm like, you're not shooting a big one. You're going to shoot a good one, a decent one, a dandy buck, if you will. And she's excited. She's like, oh, cool, where? I fucking told her. She has Onyx, so she likes to go in there and put waypoints on and everything because we're all in like one little group. But yeah, she's getting excited.
By the looks of it, will be getting an elk archery season, if not more, in Colorado. Yeah, not moving. Not at least not until next spring.
Run.
Housing market sucks giant donkey balls. Gonna have lots of kid appointments coming up for newborn, and so it's just like, well, all right, pull a house off the market and start looking at doing. Well, September's gonna roll around, so we'll get a little elk archery in September, and then probably try and find me an over-the-counter bear tag for October, November, and that'll be that. Not going to Texas this year though. I talked about that. Originally wasn't going to Texas because we're moving, a bunch of other stuff going on. Even not moving, looking at the price tag of Texas stuff and being like, well, no one expects me to be there, so I'll find something else to do with my time. It's fun shooting all those damn geese, but yeah.
So I'll segue into it when it is time, but there will be opportunities for you if you seize them this year. Since you're not moving, you can come shoot geese with me. And hopefully cranes. I'm not 100% on the hunting method with these, but I'm going to try it.
With the crane, I can remember when I went on that first crane trip and we limited out in 45 minutes or something like that. And then going on Meat Eater, watching Meat Eater, and him talking about how, these birds are so skittish and so on and so forth. And me going well, we just fucking swacked 5 limits of them in 40, in no time. So, okay. And then the following year, did it all over again. And the following year, a little bit harder. And then since those, except for those first 2 years, it's been just a freaking slog trying to get limited or even close to limiting on crane. And I'm thinking back to how they saw you coming in that kayak and went, oh, no, you don't. Goodbye. So I'm thinking, hell, maybe Stephen Riddell was right. And sandhill crane really are kind of hard to shoot.
The birds, I think all the birds that we hunt are smarter than we give them credit for.
Coot, no.
No, definitely not.
I mean, look, if I'm sitting there going all right, I'm going to drag the canoe back up there this year, which I might as well. Last year was absolute crap. It was just absolute shit. But this year, if I'm hanging around, I'll haul the canoe back up there. Geese, yeah, fine. I want to level the shotgun in entire coves of coot again and just be like.
I had several opportunities last year to annihilate all the coot. I chose not to because I really didn't want to clean the coot afterwards. And anyway, but it'll be fun. So I guess I could launch into it now and explain it. I took Ella camping again up at the old lake and picked the spot. So the spot that the old lake.
That's a relatively new lake, all things considered.
Fair enough. So the spot that I picked is the spot that last year the guys were in. This year, so we do Sunday night to Monday night. Mm-hmm. Sunday night's a great night to camp because apparently
some people leave.
There was in a site of 12 to 14 paid spots, there were 3 taken.
Yep.
So it was glorious. We threw the rods in the water. We threw the crawfish nets in the water. And
did you try fishing with them instead of throwing them in the water?
I tried that first, and that's why we threw them in the water, because fishing with them, the fish weren't biting the rod. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I got mad and just
you just poke the tip down in the water and they grab onto it.
Oh, just the tip?
Yeah.
Just that's what I've been doing wrong. It's just the tip.
Yeah, you're trying to get the whole thing in there, and you don't need the whole thing.
Remember, open face reel up, reel towards you.
No, open face reel anger. Open face reel goes into lake.
I mean, it's spooled this way. We need it sideways on here. I mean, it's on here wrong.
Just a spool,
a transaxle reel.
Why?
Why?
Okay. So anyway, we fished a little bit, caught absolutely nothing. And then the clouds started rolling in. It got, you could look around the mountains all around the lake, and they were all just getting hammered with rain. And you look up in our sky, and we've still got, partially cloudy, but starting to sprinkle. Still got sunlight. still looking good. And all those storms looked like they were about ready to just come and dump on us for about an hour and a half. So we went and we had MRE dinner in the Prado, and the storms never actually came and slammed into us until we were done eating. She was like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. And I was like, all right, cool. Then it started sprinkling, and I was like, well, I guess I'll go crawl in the tent and read my book as well. And as soon as I did that,
later.
yes, exactly. It just started dumping rain and dumping rain and dumping rain, and it
I was
dumped rain the rest of the night.
I was
Like,
thinking you fell asleep.
No, I was literally like just hanging out in the tent reading my book for hours while it rained on the tent, and
No leaks.
No leaks.
That's
Condensation.
That's nice. I like that.
I definitely got condensation. Like I had to wipe.
Rains in the tent.
I can't tell if you're being Vince or if you're being Vince, and it's very disturbing.
He's stroking his beard at the same time.
I
Yeah,
like it when it's moist in there.
Slightly erotic.
slightly
I
highly erotic, highly discomforting.
don't like this.
Yes.
I'm out.
Given that I haven't been sleeping very well the last like several months, I dreamed in the tent, which is amazing. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I was like, man, I gotta pee, but it's been raining all night. And I listened and I realized, oh shit, it ain't raining right now. So I got up, I ran and I peed real quick, and I came back, I settled in, got comfortable again, and right as I was like,
You didn't just.
I can go back to
Do you ever
sleep."
just unzip it?
It starts raining again.
Unzip it just a little bit and just dangle it out.
She didn't just poke it out the flap and.
It's never occurred to me to do that.
Mike's gonna be like, wait a minute, you have to turn over.
maybe it's part of that, like that's where my feet go. I want to go pee elsewhere, but like I suppose that's doable.
That's why you need a tent with two
If
doors.
it was a rainy situation, it wouldn't really matter anyway, right?
So you need a tent with two doors. You get the front door and the bathroom door.
That
I mean-
tent has a nose.
The back door is always the bathroom door.
Looking like the rhino in Ace Ventura.
It's kind of hot in these
Dude,
rhinos.
I would have done that one of those nights when we were sleeping in the tent at the run and gun, because like I laid down, like I was tired and laid down for a nap at like 7 o'clock and fully expecting like I was going to get up and do things, you know. No, I stayed laying down, didn't get up until like 6:30 in the morning, and I didn't pee that whole time, and I got up and I'm like, oh, like several times I got up and like, or I woke up and I was like, I need to pee. I need to pee. I need to pee. I don't want to pee. No pee. Don't want to pee.
It's not bad enough
Don't
to
get
go
up.
that you can't just go back to sleep.
I'm gonna pee. Finally at 4 o'clock, it's like, I got pee. I had to get up. But if there had been a zipper on the backside of that tent, I just would have stuck it out and just let it
I
rip.
mean, our tent does have two doors, and like I guess that's a possibility in the future. I
mean,
can't
mine
believe I've
didn't.
never thought.
Just go
Like it's
outside.
even got little window, like you could roll the window flap up and just like unzip the window flap and stick it out that way.
I
should be a
thought about poking a hole in the like the mesh, like just like
There's gonna be a freaking CPW officer walking up to check on Mike right when his little dingus comes out of the tent flap.
What, sir? What are you doing? Putting the P in CPW. So
if you stick around long enough, you'll see.
Next morning we woke up. I had every intention, guys. I had every intention of taking powdered eggs back up there, cooking them properly, and giving a thorough, decent, honest review of them. However, I realized the only way I really had to cook them was like I had olive oil. I always keep olive oil in there. And I could have put the olive oil in the can for the jet boil that I got. It's not the jet boil, it's the off-brand jet boil, but you know, same shit. And you know, heat up the olive oil in the jet boil, and you could fry the eggs in it. And I was like, you know what? That's a lot of fucking effort. I'm gonna have oatmeal.
The prop-driven aircraft boil.
Well, you found out you actually don't have to cook the eggs. You can just.
I mean, I found out you're right. You don't have to cook the eggs if you want to take 2 really big vitamin-filled bites just for protein and then throw the rest away. Or you could cook them and or fill them with more liquid than I did and drink them, I guess. That's also a possibility.
He didn't poop afterwards. It was more of a butt sneeze.
There was like a rock in there for the next several weeks.
I feel like I ate a bunch of acorns whole.
So yeah,
not
after we
recommend.
had our breakfast, we took the boat out. We went and we fished in the boat. Same thing happened. Nothing. The only thing that happened was the spinner tangled the line. Like it didn't tangle it, but it twisted it to the point like the line just kept getting rotated and rotated and rotated. And if you've ever rotated the phone cord too much, you know what happens. It gets all so any slack in the line, the line got all it would wrap around the end of the fishing pole. It was a pain in the dick.
Question.
Answer.
Were you using a swivel?
No, and I probably should
Get
put one
swivel.
on. But I also not fishing expert, and I wondered why this was happening and not the last time when I went out on the professional boat, and that'd probably be why the swivel.
Swivel.
Thank you.
As
I
in the
will
swivel
put one on.
swivels.
It doesn't swivel.
And the line
I
don't
can-
swivel.
Also, it is really fucking easy to switch between lures. You just unclip it, put a new one on, clip it back up. I show you. You keep talk. I
Yes,
show.
please. Yes, please. Okay.
If your
So
friends don't swivel, then they're no friends of mine.
we paddled around. We got no fish. We chased some birds. There was a flock of 6 mergansers out there, and we went and looked at them. And she was like, "Duckies," and I was like, "Yeah, I think they're mergansers." And so I looked it up, and she was like, "So duckies?" And I was like, "Yes, duckies, but sort of not really mergansers."
Ducks, but yeah.
I would shoot a
The
merg
yuck
again
duck?
and make an omelet. People say the yuck duck, but I would make an omelet with merganser breast again. It was fucking delicious.
Would it be a wet omelet?
Or a dry omelet.
Swivel.
It won't be with nutrient survival eggs.
It could be.
I mean, it could be. Okay. Swivel. That seems like a. How do you unclip it? Oh, the clip.
It's just a little.
The whole thing. I
clip's
see.
like a
I
safety
see the
pin.
whole unit now. Makes sense. Shut up. Don't judge me. This is why I don't catch fish. I know nothing.
I told my
Hey.
buddy your fishing story about your neighbor catching your fish, even though you held the rod. And he's like, "Oh wow!" Like, yeah. And then I
So-
told him the powdered egg story, and he's like, "Oh wow!"
Listen, I'm a pretty smart guy, but I do some oh wow things.
It's like, oh
I
wow,
admit.
Dave! I didn't know you volunteered at an insane asylum.
So we as we're out in the boat, I hear geese honking, and I'm like, where are they? Where are they? Where's those motherfuckers? I'm looking up high, looking, and then finally I see them. They're not up high; they're down low. They're like a foot off the water, just barely enough so that when they flap their full downswing, they're just feathers above the water. And yeah, they're doing 5 of them straight towards us in the kayak. And yeah, I know you guys are thinking, oh no, it's the cow story all over again. But with
That's
geese.
that's
Coming
exactly
right
what I
for
was
me.
thinking. We gotta get away. We gotta get out of the way.
Did you bring rocks and play like real life Battleship with them?
Though imagine like you're scared of geese, because I know people are scared of geese. Like they have a fear of them. But imagine being stuck in a boat and like a kayak, and the
and you're
geese
getting
are just
dive
like
bombed by geese.
and
No,
it's like
when
no.
fear straight up takes over, and instead of using a paddle, they just like doggy paddle with their hands.
Just straight panic. Both paddling opposite directions.
There's a motor on the back of the boat.
Yeah,
Not hun.
essentially.
So these 5 geese come straight at us, low, graceful, beautiful, honking the whole time. They start to veer about 20 yards away from us. But if it was hunting season and I had a shotgun, that shot would have been 3 birds easy. They were so
Oh,
close.
That's
And
why they're close.
well, yeah, of course. It was beautiful though. Like that's one of the things I love about being on the water is when the animals, especially the birds, they come in and they treat you like you belong there. Like they're not scared of you. And there's something magical about the difference between hunting season and non-hunting season. Like, yes, I'm still doing predator things and going, I could hunt those and like those would be easy shots right now. But at the same time, I'm also
I have jokes, but go ahead.
love the beauty of the birds that are I love flight, man. We know this. And coming in that low to the water, that quiet without, I mean, aside from the honking, it was just beautiful.
The beauty, the majesty.
Honk.
Like,
I can't wait to shoot them down with a Gideon optic or something. Anyway, so landing the plane, we checked after we were done in the boat. We pulled the crawfish nets. We had a pretty decent haul. The 2 nets combined actually gave us about a 5-gallon bucket full of them. So I was super excited. So we put lake water in the bucket, we put them in the truck, and we packed up and we headed home. We had plans with my father-in-law last night, so I could not. I really wanted to prepare them and eat them last night, but didn't get the opportunity. Sam, I remember my mistake from last year and just letting them sit in standing water. So I put a running hose in the bottom of the bucket and let it run, thinking they'd all be alive today. Those motherfuckers.
Oh, the running water is it's not oxygenated, so it needs to be aerated. So you need like an aeration pump at the bottom of the bucket. This is why after I killed a giant bucket of them, I was like, all right, the next ones I catch, I'm taking them home and massacring them all by boiling them alive and then peeling them so that I don't have to deal with them all dying later.
Well,
dude, just throw them
that
in the
was
freezer.
The plan.
Like they're crustaceans. They're not real. Like you can just take them alive, throw them in a plastic bag, and toss them in the freezer.
That too.
You
Clean 'em up,
could, if
throw
you
'em in the
wanted
freezer.
to, run them through your bucket for an hour or two, and then how long did you run them in your bucket?
Oh, I had it overnight.
Okay, yeah, like an hour or two, just to kind of flush them if you wanted to, and then either freeze them or boil them.
Boil them and then freeze them. Dude, yeah, I guess you're right. There's nothing that says I can't boil them, freeze them, then peel them later.
Yeah, they might be a little off texture wise, but like probably not even that bad.
Or-
You'll leave freezing them forever.
Or freeze them and boil them later. Like,
Yeah.
they'll thaw quick.
People put crabs and shit in the freezer to like put them to sleep before they boil them.
Vince, I never thought of that. That's
Go to
really
sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to
that's a
sleep.
good idea. Sleep, sleepy crab, sleep.
Oh shit, he's Sherman. That one wasn't asleep. Well, he's dead now.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little upset about the fact that I had a 5-gallon bucket full of crawfish that I was really looking forward to cooking and eating that like tonight, and finding out they were all dead. And Ella, she was like, well, why can't we eat the dead crawfish? And I was like, well, there's a reason that seafood, like we were at a seafood joint a couple nights ago, and she was asking why they have live lobsters and live crabs and stuff like that. And we told her it's just to keep them fresh as long as possible. And then it was a good tie-in. She's, why can't we eat dead crawfish? And I was like, well, because shellfish especially, but seafood, like shellfish especially, when they die, they immediately start going bad. Like if they've been dead for like just a minute or two, you can taste it when they're cooked, and it's disgusting. You need to have live shellfish.
That's why we boil them alive.
Correct. Because you don't want to get that one that's been dead for 2 hours. And that's the one that's like, oh, blah. So I was real upset that these several dozen, potentially hundreds of small critters suffocated before I could boil them to death. Like, that's not why I pulled them from the lake. I wanted to eat them and make use of them as one should do with nature. And instead I just wasted them, and it's fucking super,
go-
super frustrating.
Go bury them in your backyard for a year, and next year you'll have some really good fertilizer.
Fuck, that's a
Or did
really
you
good
just-
idea too.
Did you just put them in your trash can again and was like,
Stinky.
good luck, trash man?
No, trash day is tomorrow, but like, if I had time, I think I would bury him in the yard. I really don't. 'Cause...
Life has many doors, trash boy.
Next time I accidentally kill a bucket of crawfish, burying them in the yard's a great idea. See, this is why I show
Bury 'em.
learning things.
Bury them fucking deep because you don't want anything coming
Yeah,
by
no.
and digging those things up.
So I was thinking about it the other day, and there was a video I was watching that was something about the burial of humans, and a lot of ancient scientists that study the ancient peoples, like caveman, and from the caveman on, the early history, early civilization, they found that from like humanity's very, very, very beginning, we buried our dead. And a lot of people wanted to impart some sort of religious aspect to that, as in the early peoples believed in some sort of deities or whatever, and burying the dead was paying homage to those deities. When it kind of hit me, and maybe I'm coming to realizations that everybody else in the world fucking knows already, but like, bear with me for being the last horse to cross the line. All right. Maybe people just buried their dead because there's a certain depth at which the dead don't rot and reek coming from the ground. Like you just said, if I don't bury the crawfish deep enough, I'm going to smell them. That's why you bury things deep, so you don't smell them. It just that.
Or they get dug up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this attracts predators. We should probably do something with it.
Yeah.
Like, well, we could eat it. Like, dude, come on.
What if you use it to attract the predator and then eat the predator? Well, now I have trichinosis. What is that? I'm a caveman. I don't even know what that means. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Took that too
Trichinosis
far.
was invented by Big Pharma.
Raggle Fraggle in the chat says he's going to watch Flight of the Intruder. Call back to the AK show tonight. Solid, dude. It's a good movie. It's a good book, too. Mostly good series of books. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Somebody else talk.
I'm sorry you killed all your mud bugs.
Fishing's a tough fucking skill, man. It's tough learning these lessons.
It's hard. It's harder when you're stupid.
On the plus side, I
Had
did
to
have
quote John Wayne there.
no. You're 100% right. Montana Dirt Road says my garbage would smell like a sorority girl's locker room. Anyway, so some things I didn't kill accidentally. My plants are all still alive. My strawberry plants are growing like these big old fat leaves and like spreading their little strawberry sprouts, trying to like grow in and spread sprouts into other things. So that's pretty cool. My raspberries have been planted, sprouting fruit and bearing fruit. And so we've been getting some of the freshest strawberries I've had in years. It's been pretty amazing. The carrots and onions I planted are coming up. They're not very big, but they're coming up. So yay. My potato tower, only 1 or 2 potatoes, it seems, actually sprouted and took hold. So I've kind of isolated that one, and I'm kind of trying to guide it into making more potatoes. I don't know how that's going to go. It's all an experiment. And the tomato plant that my aunt gave me has given us 3 tomatoes, and I'm trying to figure out where the correct time in a tomato's afterlife is to turn it into tomato sauce. And once I know that, then I can. So it would really suck to do this one tomato at a time because it like spits out a red tomato, and then you go back a couple days later and spits out another red tomato. It's not like, oh look, they're all ripe at the same time. That's not how plants fucking work, apparently. These are things I'm learning, but at least my plants aren't dead.
Nope. And if you let a tomato fall from the plant will get the message that it has procreated and it will stop producing. So you have to be Johnny on the spot and not let any tomatoes fall. And if they do, you need to go and when you pick them, leave the little bit of the stem on the tomato. So you pop it off just up above it and leave that on there, and that way the tomato plant will continue to produce.
Very good info. Thank you.
Anyway.
No, I appreciate that. I've been learning that when the leaves fold up over on top of themselves, it's a sign that they're in too much sunlight and they don't like it. My blackberry plants have too much sunlight and they don't like it. There's nothing I can do about it. They're stuck in the ground. The tomato plant, I just moved into the shade, but I'm starting to get ideas on how I could plant things like blackberries and strawberries in partial sun areas of my house instead of the full sun that I gave them.
Mike, I saw a video the other day, and it's a guy who's kind of in your situation where he wants to make all this sauce, the tomato sauce, but he's only getting a few tomatoes at a time. Well, what he's been doing is he'll take a knife and he'll score the skin in an X, then he'll like boil them for just a hot second, like, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. The skin peels off, then you freeze them. And then once you get enough tomatoes, thaw them all out, make your sauce.
He's actually doing too much. If you just take your tomatoes and throw them in a bag in the freezer, when you pull them out, the skin will just peel off.
Huh.
Good enough. There you go. So now you can
did
stash your tomatoes.
We did research on that because like we're getting tomatoes, but it's like, no, little bit at a time. And my wife wants to make tomato sauce. And so rather than just like let them all go to waste, that's what she's been doing. She's been freezing them.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just make sauce or paste. You can make paste out of the skins too. Like you can grind that nonsense up and make tomato paste out of it. Like food processor.
Ooh.
And bada bing, tomato paste.
Mortar and pestle.
We have one. I don't want to do that. Unless I absolutely have to.
Would rather churn butter.
We went to Mesa Verde and I saw the rocks they used to grind with other rocks, and you know how they rub the rocks together to make the. No, thank you. The amount of rock rubbing it takes to rub holes in other rocks. No, thank you. It still boggles my mind when, like, the castles on Okinawa and some of the other castles in the other Ryukyu, I don't know how to say it, islands.
Some weeb you are.
Yeah, the weeb islands in Japan. These castles are like 700-800 years old in a lot of cases, and the stone has been marched up and down so many times that it's smooth and like worn in places. And just thinking about the number of feet that have tread there to make rock wear down that much.
Yeah, you would be thinking about the feet.
Yeah, you would be.
Yeah, we started on
Take
tomatoes.
off that sandal.
And then somehow we circle back to feet. It's always feet with you.
Specifically Japanese feet.
Take off that sandal.
Baby, why don't you just pan that camera down just a little bit? Thank you.
Oh, town now.
Mike, you got a Warheads?
Dang.
I did not do a Warheads tonight since I was thinking
I
we were.
fucking sent you one.
Oh, you're right. You did send me that one. Where the fuck is that one? I forgot you had
We'll
that
make
one.
it snappy.
Go do something else while I unsnappy this.
You have about 30 seconds.
No pressure.
3, 2, 1. Got to pay.
Drop foreheads on the count of 3.
Woo, I think I actually managed to figure it out just in time.
You did?
I did. All right, so this Warheads is pretty scary, actually. Dave sent me this on the old Instagram. I don't know the... Oh, thanks, Dave. I was looking for it. So I don't know the exact circumstances here, but it's basically this bear.
I seen this one.
And it's a bear. It's a guy and his dog walking in the woods, and
Oh,
there
wait,
is
no.
a bear who is also walking in the woods. And the guy is, by all appearances, he's doing everything right. He's yelling at the bear. He's saying, "Hey, get away, bear! Get away, bear!" And the bear's like, "Nah, bitch." That looks like a brown
man.
bear.
That's a
It's
chocolate.
a black bear.
That's like a chocolate black bear.
Color
You can,
face.
the face is too narrow to be a brown bear.
Okay,
See, this is why you need a spear.
so bear, despite dude yelling, "Hey, bear, hey!" over and over and like trying to make himself big. I mean, I assume he's holding the camera, so how big he can only do one arm. Bear refuses to give a shit, comes within feet of the guy, actually grabs a hold of his puppy's leg, bites him on the back leg. Dog seems okay, but like it was a close call. And just wanted to highlight, like, listen to him.
Hey, bear!
Man, fucking business, too.
Yeah,
You can see it looking at the dog. It's just like, what is that?
Snack.
I think
Hey!
maybe that's what he was thinking. The dog was an easy snack.
out of here! Get out
Guy, not so much, but
Hey! Get out of here!
the whole time he's screaming, the bear just gets closer and closer and closer, goes straight for the dog.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
And that is why, kids,
outta here.
you need to carry a shotgun with slugs.
Or bear spray, or a fucking high point 10 mil carbine, or
Spear.
a spear, anything. Like that guy
20
was
stick.
well within his rights at several points to open fire.
So that's not the video I thought it was. There's one out there too where this one's in a
real
lab.
quick.
Go.
Credit. This is max.brook on Instagram. You can go and look at that video.
Oh.
Is he a grammar?
A bit.
Like, did this happen to him?
Yes, this is his video.
Okay, just checking.
Yes.
Anyway, the one that I saw when I saw the thumbnail first, what I thought it was, there's one in Alaska I've seen where it's a grizzly and it's popping out of the willows, like almost hopping towards them because the willows are too tall, I can't see. And it's a father and son, and the son's yelling about there's bear, and then the dad just nails it straight in the chest with a rifle round and dead bear.
Nice.
Nice.
As it was, because it was coming up on its hind legs to look, and then come back down and run a pace and up on the hind legs to look, got a little hop, and then on one of those hops, just boom. Right in the
Like, you know
sternum.
what? I'm not gonna let this develop into something. Bam.
Yeah, well, that bear in that video should have been bammed.
That one, I don't know if I would have sprayed. I probably would have shot it.
The one in this video.
Yeah.
Once it's in that close, yeah.
I mean, it's not. Yeah.
Like,
It
I
was
did.
way more aggressive than that black colored bear that gal was messing with up by wherever the fuck she was, Boulder or some shit. Where it was just like climbing trees randomly and then jump down and walk around her. Yeah, I would have sprayed that bear. This bear probably would have shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a
It-
good thing the bear watered the dog and not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Klecker Tactical says you can hear the fear in his voice, and like, yeah, I mean, he has no recourse against the bear. Like, if the bear decided he's the snack, there's nothing he can do about it. He's Timothy Treadwell all over again.
And
Oh,
this is when little Timmy bought a gun.
Yep.
Yeah. Little Timmy didn't get a chance to buy a gun though.
What kind of gun do you want? A fucking big one.
You can't do that. Wrong. Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Montana Dirt Road says spray works on curious bears, not raging bears. This I wouldn't say this bear was raging. He was attacking. Like he
That bear
saw
was focused.
yes. He saw what he believed was a prey animal, something that he could
Snack
easily eat and snack on and wouldn't put up much of a fight.
Predatory
And-
behavior.
He did not consider the human the snack because the human was being the loud, weird, yelly thing. But this little black morsel sized animal, it's not barking, it's not putting up a fight, it's not acting threatening. I bet it won't care if I try to bite its leg off.
Dude, how did you get food to follow you? I mean,
Teach me your secrets, man.
And then you can see
up.
after he takes the bite at the dog and he runs to the tree and he looks at the dog, he's like, fuck, I really want that. Like, this really isn't worth it. Like, damn it. You can see that going through his head.
Yeah, but based on the rest of that video, he also hung around to see if he could get a second shot. I don't know why the kid turned the camera on himself. Stop turning the camera on yourself. Maybe stop filming stuff to begin with. And
Unless you got fucked up, I don't want to see your face.
Yeah.
Like the guy that had the ear hanging off and fucking broken arm and everything. He got fucked up.
Yeah, if you don't look like Peter Griffin after a fight with Chicken Man and Family Guy, then I don't want to see you.
strangely specific, but I understand.
indeed.
So yeah, there's where at what point would we have opened fire?
When that thing was like, I'm gonna wander. That one's a little weird because there wasn't like a straight up, very clear like I'm charging it. Kind of circled in a bit.
Once it's down and out of the brush and coming
Yeah.
closer, that's when I'm shooting.
Like after he stops doing the up on his hind legs and he's
Yeah, because up on the hind legs, like, okay, he's just looking. He's looking.
I would have sent one across the bow while it was standing.
interesting thought.
As long as, I mean, shooting
It's safe.
rules apply.
Right, a safe direction, a
Not
safe
just
shot
fucking-
across the bow.
But I standing up like that. Well, the second time when he popped up, yeah, probably would have cracked one next to his face. But yeah, like what Vince said, as soon as he got down and cleared the brush and started circling it, yeah, I would have dead bear or holy bear anyway.
Holy bear, he came right for us and I shot him in the face.
But he's full of holes.
It's pretty wild what having modern technology in the woods is videotaping for us at this point.
That's called acting.
Different subject.
No, but what a way to bookend it.
At least the dude's alive. At least he survived the encounter. At least his dog survived. But damn, dude, like did everything right and the bear just did not give a shit. Like, I don't even know what to say to it.
I'm surprised I didn't see any bells.
Jingle, 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 jingle. I'm jingling as hard as I can, and he's not going away.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingling as hard as I can.
Jingle all the way.
The hard jingle.
I'm jingling as fast as I can. Jingle all the way.
It's gonna be a new martial art. Just watch.
I am your master jingler.
Nope.
Nope.
So support the sport and take a buddy hunting. This is
well,
gonna be it'll be a short show tonight, folks.
It's short show because I've got 10-hour drive. Mike's got 10-hour drive. Vince has got close enough to 10-hour drive. So
Dave's got work.
yeah,
Dave's
gotta
gonna go
to work.
drive for 10 hours.
Dave.
Yep.
Work, Dave. Leave us a review. Send an email to contact@lghpodcast.com for a sticker pack if you are listening live. And if you are going to be at Goals, see if you can't track us down on Saturday. If you hear this next week, you're too late. Better luck next time.
Try again next year, which I should be at.
Indeed. All right, Dave. Hit it.
Support the sport and take a buddy hunting. If you like that buddy, tell him about our show. If you know like you that buddy, jingle his bear. Hit us up at lghpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and let's go hunt. We have some weird ones. That's called acting. A bunch of acorns. Sorry you killed all your mud bugs. Rock rubbing and jingle as hard as I can.
Rock rubbing, jingling as hard as I can.
Good night.